Electricity is one of the most familiar things in our lives, and yet almost nobody truly understands what it is. Think about it. You flip a switch, and instantly a room fills with light. Your phone charges. Your computer wakes up. Entire cities glow at night because invisible currents are flowing through wires hidden inside the walls. But here's the strange part. If you ask even physics students a simple question, what actually moves through the wire when electricity flows? The answers quickly become uncertain. Is it energy? Is it electrons? Is it some mysterious force racing through metal? Now here's the contradiction. Electrons inside a wire move incredibly slowly, often only millimeters per second. Yet when you flip a light switch, the light turns on almost instantly. How can electricity appear to move at nearly the speed of light if the electrons themselves barely crawl along the wire? Something doesn't add up. This contradiction bothered many physicists for a long time. And one of the people who loved questions like this was Richard Feynman. Feynman had a habit of asking questions that seemed simple, but revealed something profound about how nature works. He liked to take everyday phenomena, things so ordinary we stop questioning them, and show that beneath them lies a world far stranger than we imagine. Electricity is one of those things. We treat it like water flowing through pipes. We imagine electrons rushing through wires like tiny metal balls traveling from the power plant into our homes. But that picture is deeply misleading. In fact, if you look closely enough, electricity turns out to be something far more subtle. A coordinated motion of particles and fields that spreads through space almost instantly, even though the particles themselves barely move. And once you see it the right way, electricity stops being just a convenient technology. It becomes one of the most beautiful demonstrations of how the universe organizes motion, energy, and information. But to understand that, we first need to look at something very ordinary, something you've probably done thousands of times without thinking about it. Flipping a switch. Imagine standing in a dark room at night. You reach for the wall and flip a light switch. Instantly, the bulb across the room lights up. We're so used to this that it feels trivial. But hidden inside that simple moment is a remarkable chain of events. Inside the walls of your house are copper wires connected to a power source, perhaps a power plant many kilometers away. The moment you flip the switch, you close an electrical circuit. Suddenly, something begins to happen inside the wire. Electrons inside the copper start to move. But here's the surprising part. Those electrons were already there. They didn't come from the power plant. They weren't sent down the wire like little packages of energy traveling from the generator to your lamp. Instead, the wire was already full of electrons, billions upon billions of them. When the circuit closes, the electric field pushes these electrons slightly, causing them to drift through the metal. But that drift is incredibly slow. In many household wires, electrons move only a few millimeters per second, about the speed at which a snail crawls. So if the electrons move that slowly, why does the light turn on instantly? Shouldn't the bulb wait minutes or hours for electrons to travel all the way from the power plant? Clearly, something else is happening. The answer becomes easier to see if we imagine a long pipe completely filled with water. When you push water into one end of the pipe, water immediately comes out the other end, even though the individual water molecules move only slightly. The effect travels through the system almost instantly. Electric circuits behave in a somewhat similar way, but there's an important twist. Because electricity isn't really about particles moving through wires, it's about something spreading through space itself. And that something is the electric field. Most explanations of electricity stop at a convenient story. Electrons move through wires. They carry energy. That energy powers devices. Simple enough. But if you follow the story carefully, a deeper question appears. Where exactly does the energy travel? Is it inside the wire? Does the energy ride along with the electrons like passengers on a train? Or is something else carrying the energy entirely? This question puzzled physicists for decades. The breakthrough came when scientists realized something remarkable. The energy in an electrical circuit does not primarily flow through the wire at all. Instead, it flows through the electromagnetic field surrounding the wire. This idea was first deeply understood through the work of James Clerk Maxwell, whose equations showed that electric and magnetic fields are not just mathematical tools. They are real physical entities that store and transport energy. In other words, the wire is not really the highway for energy. It's more like a guide, a track that shapes the electric and magnetic fields around it. When electricity flows, energy actually moves through the space around the wire, carried by interacting electric and magnetic fields. This is one of the most counterintuitive ideas in physics, because we tend to think energy must move through physical objects. But nature doesn't always work that way. Sometimes the most important things happen in the invisible structure of space itself. To see how this works, we first need to look at the simplest explanation of electricity, the one most textbooks begin with. And then we'll discover why that explanation, while useful, hides a much deeper story. The usual explanation of electricity starts with charges. Atoms contain electrons, tiny negatively charged particles that can move through certain materials like metals. In copper wires, many electrons are free to wander between atoms. When a battery or generator creates a voltage difference across a wire, it produces an electric field. That electric field gently pushes the electrons. They begin to drift in one direction, forming an electric current. This motion of electrons is what we call electricity. If enough electrons flow through a device like a light bulb filament, they collide with atoms in the material. Those collisions convert electrical energy into heat and light. This explanation works remarkably well for many practical purposes. Engineers use it to design circuits. Electricians use it to wire buildings. But the explanation leaves out something extremely important. Because if electrons are moving so slowly, millimeters per second, they cannot possibly carry energy across a room in a fraction of a second. Something else must be responsible for the rapid transfer of energy. And this is where the deeper physics begins to emerge. Electricity is not just about electrons, it's about fields. Every moving charge creates a magnetic field. Every electric field interacts with magnetic fields. And when these two fields combine in the right way, they produce a flow of energy through space known as electromagnetic energy. This idea becomes clearer when we look at the work of Heinrich Hertz, who experimentally confirmed that changing electric and magnetic fields can travel through space as waves. Those waves are what we now call electromagnetic radiation, the same phenomenon that includes radio waves, light, and X-rays. Electric circuits are actually tiny examples of this same phenomenon. Energy moves through the electromagnetic fields surrounding the wires, guided by the structure of the circuit. Once you realize this, the picture of electricity changes completely. And that realization leads to a surprising twist. Here's the twist that surprises most people the first time they hear it. The energy that powers your lamp does not travel inside the wire. It travels around the wire. Imagine two wires connected to a battery and a light bulb. Between those wires exists an electric field. Around them exists a magnetic field created by the current. Where these fields interact, energy begins to flow through space. Physicists describe this flow using something called the Poynting vector, named after John Henry Poynting. The Poynting vector tells us the direction in which electromagnetic energy moves. And when scientists calculate it for a simple electrical circuit, they find something astonishing. The energy flows through the space surrounding the wires, moving from the battery toward the bulb. The wires simply guide the fields, shaping the path along which the energy travels. It's almost as if the wires are rails and the electromagnetic fields are the train carrying energy. This picture explains why energy moves through a circuit so quickly. Changes in the electric field propagate through space at nearly the speed of light. So when you flip a switch, the electric field rearranges itself throughout the circuit almost instantly. That change in the field tells electrons everywhere in the wire to begin drifting simultaneously. The result is a coordinated motion of billions of electrons, all responding to the same field. The bulb lights almost immediately, not because electrons traveled across the circuit, but because the field reached the bulb. This insight completely changes the way we think about electricity. Instead of imagining energy moving through wires like water through pipes, we begin to see electricity as something happening in the invisible geometry of fields surrounding the circuit. And to really feel how strange this is, it helps to perform a little thought experiment. Imagine an impossibly long wire stretching across the earth. At one end of the wire, you connect a battery. At the other end, thousands of kilometers away, you connect a light bulb. Now suppose you flip the switch. If electricity worked the way most people imagine, electrons would need to travel the entire length of the wire before the bulb could light. At their slow drift speed, that could take hours. But that's not what actually happens. Instead, the electric field created by the battery spreads outward through space. It moves along the wire and through the surrounding space at nearly the speed of light. As the field reaches different sections of the wire, electrons in those regions begin to drift. So the bulb begins to glow long before any individual electron from the battery arrives. The electrons near the bulb were already there. They simply start moving when the electric field reaches them. A helpful analogy is a line of dominoes. When the first domino falls, the last domino topples almost immediately, even though no single domino travels across the line. The motion spreads as a wave through the system. Electric circuits behave in a similar way. The wave is the rearrangement of electric and magnetic fields throughout space, and the electrons are like dominoes, each responding to the push of the field. But the analogy is still incomplete, because dominoes move along a table. Electric fields exist in something far stranger, the structure of space itself. Let's peel back the layers. At the smallest scale, electricity begins with charged particles. Electrons carry negative charge, protons carry positive charge. Whenever charges exist, they create electric fields, invisible regions of influence surrounding them. If another charge enters that region, it experiences a force. This idea was first mathematically described by Charles-Augustin de Coulomb, whose law showed how electric force depends on distance. But fields become even more interesting when charges move. A moving charge creates a magnetic field. When electric fields change, they generate magnetic fields. When magnetic fields change, they generate electric fields. This continuous interplay between the two forms the foundation of electromagnetism. The equations describing this relationship, Maxwell's equations, revealed something profound. Electric and magnetic fields can sustain each other and travel through space as waves. Light itself is one of these waves. In fact, when Albert Einstein developed the theory of relativity, he showed that electric and magnetic fields are not separate phenomena at all. They are two different perspectives of the same underlying reality. What appears as an electric field in one reference frame may appear partly as a magnetic field in another. This means that electricity is deeply connected to the geometry of space-time. When charges move, they reshape the electromagnetic structure of the universe around them. In a circuit, billions of electrons drift slightly. That motion rearranges electric and magnetic fields throughout the circuit. The fields then guide energy through space toward the device that uses it. What we experience as electricity is really a vast coordination of particles and fields interacting across space. And once you realize this, something remarkable becomes clear. The simple act of turning on a light is actually a demonstration of one of the most fundamental structures of the universe. Now zoom out. Electric circuits in your house are just tiny examples of electromagnetic energy flow. The same physics operates on vastly larger scales. Inside the sun, charged particles move through intense magnetic fields, generating enormous electrical currents. Those currents help power solar flares and magnetic storms that can affect Earth. In space, entire planets act like gigantic electrical machines. Earth's magnetic field guides charged particles from the solar wind toward the poles, producing the glowing curtains of light we call the aurora borealis. Even galaxies contain enormous electric currents flowing through cosmic plasma. On the opposite extreme, electricity also governs the microscopic world. Inside atoms, electrons move under the influence of electromagnetic forces. Chemical bonds, molecular structures, and the behavior of materials all arise from the same electric interactions. Your brain works through tiny electrical signals traveling along neurons. Every thought, every memory, every movement depends on controlled flows of charged particles and electromagnetic energy. So the electricity lighting your room tonight is not a separate phenomenon from the forces shaping stars, atoms, and living organisms. It is the same underlying interaction operating at different scales, from the firing of a neuron to the glow of a galaxy. And when you recognize this, electricity stops being just a practical tool. It becomes a window into one of the fundamental forces of nature. The biggest misunderstanding about electricity is not about electrons. It's about where the action really happens. We instinctively think that energy travels through matter, through wires, through metal, through physical objects. But electromagnetism shows us something subtler. Energy can move through fields that exist in space itself. The wire merely shapes those fields. In a sense, the most important part of an electrical circuit is not the copper wire. It's the invisible structure of electric and magnetic fields surrounding it. These fields store energy, guide its motion, and transfer it between objects. Once you see this, electricity stops being mysterious. But something even more mysterious replaces it. Because now the real question becomes, what exactly are fields? They are not particles, they are not material substances, yet they carry energy, momentum, and information. They fill space and respond to the presence of charges. Modern physics treats fields as fundamental ingredients of reality. In fact, according to quantum field theory, particles themselves may simply be excitations of underlying fields. Which means that when electricity flows through a circuit, what you are really witnessing is the dynamic behavior of fields interacting across space. The wires are just guides. The true motion is happening in the fabric of the electromagnetic field itself. This is something Richard Feynman loved to emphasize. Nature often refuses to fit into the simple pictures we invent. We imagine little particles carrying energy from place to place, but the deeper we look, the more the universe seems to operate through relationships rather than objects. Fields connect distant points in space. Changes in one region influence another through invisible structures. Electricity is one of the clearest demonstrations of this interconnectedness. When you flip a switch, you are not sending electrons racing across the room. You are reorganizing an electromagnetic field that already fills the space around you. The bulb lights because the field has changed, and the electrons inside the filament respond to that change. It's a reminder that much of reality operates beyond what we can directly see. The most important things in physics are often invisible. Fields, forces, interactions. They quietly shape the behavior of matter while remaining hidden from our senses. And yet they are everywhere. So the next time you flip a light switch, pause for a moment. Because something extraordinary just happened. Not inside the wire, but in the space around it. An electric field rearranged itself across the circuit. A magnetic field emerged from moving charges. Together they formed a flow of electromagnetic energy racing through space toward the bulb. Electrons inside the filament began to drift, colliding with atoms and producing light. And all of this unfolded in a tiny fraction of a second. What seems like a simple household action is actually a miniature demonstration of one of the universe's deepest principles. Energy does not always travel through objects. Sometimes it travels through the structure of space itself. Electricity is not just moving electrons. It is the choreography of fields, particles, and energy woven together by the laws of electromagnetism. And once you see it this way, even the simplest act, turning on a light, becomes a glimpse into the hidden architecture of the universe.